Alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all act upon what the Shaykh have given us here. Ameen. I would like to call our another guest speaker from Malawi. He's a founder and principal of Ahl Sunnah Foundation in Malawi. And Alhamdulillah, there are hundreds of students studying under him. And Alhamdulillah, we are so fortunate that he is present among us. Would like to welcome him, Maulana Sheikh Nabil Sahab Al-Qadri. Tafaddal. Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat, Ulama Ahl Sunnah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahi wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillahi sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in wa baraka wa sallam, amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim. قد أفلح المؤمنون الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الأمين المكين الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم. صلاة وسلام عليك يا سيدي يا حبيبي يا رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. Alhamdulillah, we are gathered here for the annual Jalsa of Madrasa Owaisiya. Now, a typical mentality of a successful lecture is when you hear the public saying, of how many times was it said in the lecture. But my fellow brothers and sisters in Islam, we have some serious issues in the Ummah. We have some serious issues amongst us as the Muslim Ummah, which we need to address, and when we are addressing, it could be a matter where you don't like the topic of discussion. We have come to a stage in life, yesterday I was sitting with a great Amir from Durban. And when we were discussing, he told me that, every country has its problem, every city has its problem, every town has its problem, every family has its problem. And if there are even 5 individuals in a family, then each one has its own problem. Now, yes, problems are bound to happen. We are to face problems in our life. But do you know that what is the first thing we do when we face a problem? I'll give you one situation in which we find that when we come into a problem, we will look for the biggest alim or the biggest sheikh or a person who writes the best ta'weez for us. You know that if your tire gets punctured, then that is regarded as jadoo. If a plate breaks in the house, that's regarded as jadoo, magic. But what I don't understand sometimes is that, yes, I personally believe in ta'weezat. I also have taken in my life. But the point is that we as the Muslim Ummah, when we face problems, this is the first step we take. This is the first thing we do. But I am going to tell you from here, or should I phrase it in this manner, that if I have to say that I have the strongest ta'weez, believe me, I will be the most successful person in South Africa. The place where I stay will be filled up because I am writing ta'weezat, and people will start coming to me. All it takes is a few marketing people to say that you go around and say that his ta'wizat are very powerful, and that's it. Remember that we have those who are genuine, we have those who do the work correctly, those who are successors of great ulama. Indeed, there is no doubt. There are those who even say that I do not charge anything for it, I do not take anything for this. But my fellow brothers and sisters in Islam, the sincerity is there amongst very few. But nevertheless, the point which I'm trying to pass across, that if I have to mention this, I will be the busiest person in South Africa, maybe even in other countries of the world. But let me tell you that what the ayat karima which I have recited, before I come to the translation, I can tell you that if I have to claim to say I have the strongest ta'weez, I will tell you in this function that the strongest ta'weez is your 5 times salah with jama'ah. There is no stronger ta'weez than salah. Believe me, if you think I am lying to you, refer to the Quran. Refer to the Quran, and the Quran will tell you that Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ista'inu bis-sabri was-salah. O you who believe, take help from sabr and salah, from patience and salah. Now if you will not perform your salah, expect a punishment for every rakat of your salah which you have missed in your life. If it's only 2 rakats of sunnah which you have missed, if you have attended a function, we are insan, when we have missed a sunnah or when we have missed 1 rakat, we find this is how you measure your success of your life. This is what you need to look at. That have I performed my salah? Now you will tell me that I do not have my attention in salah. I cannot pay attention in salah. Have you ever learned the meaning of what you are reading in your salah? Have you ever concentrated on the meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha? Have you ever concentrated on the meaning of the surahs? Believe me, that if you will learn the meanings of what you are reading in salah, is then when you will find the beauty in the salah which you are performing. Because you do not know what you are saying. You do not know that Surah Falaq and Surah Nas are so powerful surahs that when the Prophet ﷺ, if you look at the reason why these surahs were revealed upon the Prophet ﷺ, I will not go into detail, but every ayah, there are 11 verses combined in Surah Falaq and Surah Nas. This can keep you away from all witchcraft and magic. All of it is from the Quran, my fellow brothers in Islam, my fellow brothers and sisters in Islam. No doubt there are some cases you must go to the ulama, you must get your ta'wizat. But remember that if you will have this in order, there will be nothing in comparison to this. There will be nothing which you can compare to this. And Almighty Allah mentions in Surah Mu'minun, which is the 23rd surah of the Holy Quran. Almighty Allah mentions, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Allah has translated this as Beshak. Those people undoubtedly, this is the translation, have succeeded. Who have succeeded? Those believers have succeeded. Which believers? The Quran only doesn't tell you that those who have believed. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Now it gives you the qualities of those people. Those people are الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Those who are during the prayer humbly submissive. They are humbly submitting themselves to Almighty Allah. You know, when they are performing their salah with khushu', with the fear of Allah, humbly submitting to Allah, you can only do that if you know what you are praying. If you know the meaning of what you are praying. Further, Almighty Allah even mentioned in the Holy Quran, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنِ اللَّغْوِ مُعْرِضُونَ. And they who turn away from ill speech. Without going into further delay, time is very limited. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِلزَّكَاةِ فَاعِلُونَ. And they who are observant of zakah, those who give their zakah. And then Almighty Allah mentions, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. And this is a major problem today. And they who guard their private parts. So look at this. Just one chapter with few verses from the Quran has told us how people are successful in this dunya. And if you are going to say, you know what it has become today? It's a very deep thought which I'm going to present. I hope you understand. And I hope you don't take the wrong concept of it. When you go to someone with a problem, with an alim to a problem to make a taweez, you know what? The mentality has become that, Maulana, I do not want to change my life. I do not want to, listen to this carefully. I do not want to change my life and I want my problem to be solved. I do not want to change my life and I want my problem to be solved. This is the mentality we go with. And this is what we want to achieve. But remember that namaz has that power, salah has that power, that if we have to just understand the blessings, if we are just to understand the barakah, and if we are to teach our children, this is the reason why we have these madrasas in different places, that you send your children. Now what will you guide your children to perform salah when you yourselves don't perform salah in the house? If you are not going to turn off that shaitan in the house and you will not perform your salah, then do you expect your children to perform salah? And then you come to complain to say that my children are not obedient. I've spoken about this last year when I came, but not going into detail. If we will learn, remember, there is no alim which will refuse you if you are to say that, Maulana, I want to come and learn. But the effort has to be put by yourselves. You need to put the effort. You need to put that mentality. Remember, this is only one verse of the Holy Quran. I have not gone into ill speech. I have not gone into zina. I have not spoken about any of these topics which I have mentioned. I'll just leave you with one waqiyah. I've only got 4 minutes left. One incident in the time of Musa alayhi salam, and this should give you an understanding of how important it is. In the time of Musa alayhi salam, a woman comes into the court of Musa alayhi salam, and she says that, "O Prophet of Allah, I have committed a major sin." The Prophet of Allah asks that, "What have you done?" She replies that, "I have committed zina, I have committed adultery, and there was a child born from the zina, and I killed that child." First is zina, second is killing that child which has done nothing. Musa alayhi salam, when he hears this, he chases the woman away and he says that, "Go away. The punishment of Allah could come upon us by the sin which you have committed." The woman goes away. Jibreel alayhi salam descends and he comes to Musa alayhi salam and he says that, "You chased the woman away. She has come to make tawbah. She has come to repent, and you've chased her away." Musa alayhi salam asks Jibreel alayhi salam that what can be more severe than the sin which she has committed? That she committed zina and then she killed a child which was born from the zina which she committed? Listen to the reply, and this should bring shivers to our bodies. Jibreel alayhi salam replies that more severe than the committing of zina and killing the child which was born from that zina is when one of us leave one salah deliberately. When we miss one salah deliberately, it is worse than committing zina and killing the child, but that does not lessen the degree of zina. That does not make zina any smaller to say that now you can commit that sin. It's still a major sin in Islam. May Almighty Allah safeguard the ummah. But let me tell you that this is only one incident which Musa alayhi salam, in the time of Musa alayhi salam, which we learned that that woman has committed zina. And we ourselves, if we are to take lesson, you know, when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam went for Mi'raj, and I said this was the last incident, but when the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam went for Mi'raj, remember that on his journey he saw many incidents, and one of the incidents which he saw, that the angels would take the head of the person and they would crush it into pieces. The head would be crushed into pieces, reformed again, crushed again, reformed, crushed again. And the process just continues. When the Prophet ﷺ asked about those people, he was told that these are those people who used to miss their salah deliberately. So we need to really take a step towards this important fundamental of Islam, important pillar of Islam. Believe me, it makes me cry that sometimes, you are with brothers who say that, okay, you carry on for salah, and then, they sit down. And many of them do not even make the effort, don't even know how to perform salah. If you have missed, you still have the opportunity, but you need to go. You need to make the effort. This is not something like a bottle of water which someone can make you drink and say that, okay, now you've learned the method of salah. Put the effort. Don't become a person who has wasted their life. Remember that many verses in the Quran. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. This verse of the Holy Quran even mentions about those who have forgotten about their salah, who have become negligent about their salah. But my fellow brothers and sisters in Islam, pay attention to this. Send your children to the madrasa. There are many Sunni madrasas in the area. You are blessed to have these madrasas. Send them to the madrasas. Put the effort. Encourage others. Become a means of sending children to the madrasa. Because remember that, if you do not know how to read the Quran, you do not know how to perform salah, believe me, you have wasted your salah. You have wasted your life. I shouldn't say wasted your salah, but you have wasted your life. And may Almighty Allah guide us all. I ask Almighty Allah to forgive me if I made any mistake during the translation of the Holy Quran or mentioning of the incidents. I make tawbah and ask Allah to accept my tawbah. Wa ma tawfiqi illa billah. Astaghfirullah. Wa akhiru da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Without any further delay, I know that I've made our